Side announcement that I need to also announce, but I can see it from
Yep.
Citron.
Hello,
This
everyone.
because they're friend.
Hello,
Go on.
everyone. We're live. So, welcome to the 87th episode of DevKami. And as usual, I'm Chi Leong.
And I'm
And
assuming, I mean, just in case I cut my hair,
let's,
nobody recognized me.
yeah. So, let's go through some of the. Let's go through a quick ones.
Yeah.
So,
So
what's
we don't. Uh-huh.
we only have one event.
Oh, data. Yeah, data council.
Data
How about
Council.
KLJS? Or
Uh,
KLJS done?
it's not. Yeah, it's done last
Yes.
week.
Yes.
So,
So yeah. So it'll be another virtual event.
yep. Join it.
They'll only give link later. Join and all that. So yeah. So I think that's about it for a while. So
Yeah, that's about it.
despite the fact that the defense minister said meetings and seminars are not allowed, none of our community are willing to do a physical meetup. Okay, not that they
Yeah.
can because of the security,
Sorry.
but also even we can, I don't think we are lazy nowadays, and also it's safer. So we believe it's safer for everyone.
Yeah, buildings management are being still a bit more conservative. So even
Yes,
though you can do it, but a lot of them rather not to do. And
correct.
also because we used to rely on people's office, I mean the
Yeah.
generosity of other companies' office to host it. So
Yes.
that actually complicate things even more because
Yes.
previously, for those that didn't know that is that it's not always smooth sailing whenever you want to borrow a
Yes.
place. Sometimes we have to
Yes.
deal with the building's security and
Yep.
and go through like certain like vetting process with the company. So
Yes.
adding to this current case of uh, pandemic, so
Yep.
the process get so much more complicated,
Yep.
and also we don't want to
So
anyway we don't want to bear the name of the group that actually became the cluster, like the Python cluster or
yes.
KLJS cluster.
Yes. And also we're lazy. We love online. We're the internet generation.
I think
That being said,
I need to resume on doing more online meetups. I mean, at least more
yes.
content. But yeah, let's see
Yes.
how it goes, lah.
Correct. So that
And
said, that's about it for events. So let's go to the news. So what we have on the news. I have one.
um,
Let me share my.
okay,
I wonder if I can share my screen. I can share a tab. Can I share a tab? I can't share a tab.
yeah, you can share the applications.
Yeah.
You don't
So
need
the.
to share the whole screen.
Oh, okay. I only other location. Okay.
Do you know this?
Oh.
You know this screen sharing thing is actually a JavaScript API.
Oh, I know. I know. It's
Yeah.
actually that.
So
Unfortunately.
I recently like try to figure. I mean, how to at least as a practice, not actually to
Yeah.
of being a cheapskate, is to replicate StreamYard. Apparently, these are already like part of the browser.
Right. It is actually. So the first news that I want to talk about because Citron is a friend. I'm a friend of
Yeah.
them lah. So
Actually,
this
just
crony.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you
Go
share
on.
the link?
Yeah. So the Citron guys, which we love their product, they actually had a new product again. This one is called the Maker Nano. They have a Maker series of microcontroller development board. Uh, it is well known to be cheap and also very interesting. So some of their product is so the first one is actually a very cheap Arduino based
Yeah, it looks the
Arduino
price
based
looks
micro.
really good. What does it do?
Yeah. Oh, so nowadays we can set up a microcontroller. We can buy a microcontroller development board for like $5 20 ringgit or so. This is one of those things. But what differentiate them is, well, it's not the ESP series, meaning you don't get Wi-Fi. I do not believe this get Wi-Fi, but they have onboard button. let me see that is there is onboard button and onboard LED on each pin to make it easy for us to build and to first it aim for students. So this onboard LED and
Yeah.
button make it easy for students to learn how to program a
Yeah,
microcontroller
it looks
with the
really
Arduino
affordable.
SDK. Yes, and the price is very good, 17 ringgit, which is actually it's actually possible for you to get it for every Chinese New Year. Angpao, you can get a few of them.
I should get
On a more serious note,
I should get
go on.
a Raspberry Pi 4 from them like yesterday.
Yes, yes,
Before they end the promotion, they actually had
yeah.
sales of the 8 GB one. So let's see what I can do with it.
They're also Citron as a company, also an official relations seller of the Raspberry Pi. So they are the official partner. They're not just a reseller; they're official partner of them, and they actually made a very interesting development board. More of that later. So this one have buttons on LED. So yes, it aims for education, but when we build microcontroller projects, sometimes we just do not know whether we do the connection properly or that. So all these LED is useful, and they have buttons.
And last time when we do the starter kit, like the Uno with the breakboard, it costs at least around 200 to 400.
Correct.
So yeah, so this one is you can get your hands into like programming first.
Yep.
Then once you get used to it, you can move on to the more the one that give you more freedom, like breakboard and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
So as education is interesting, for debugging also very interesting. But so
the price is very good for those that didn't manage to see it. It's actually costs around 1740. So it's really affordable.
So the full price will be 29 ringgit, and which is still very good actually.
This is the introductory price, right?
Correct. This introductory price. So yeah, Citron Maker Kit. So let's move on to the next news then.
Yep. The next impressive one that I found out today, like I think it's in Hacker News as well, is the OpenAI GPT for video, for pictures. So now it does. You can not just autocomplete the sentence; it can actually autocomplete the image for you. So let me share the screen.
Yeah. Oh, this image, interesting.
Yeah. So it's actually pretty fun. It's really fun looking.
Okay. Why? I mean, interesting. I think the case for Go is very interesting actually.
So
if they do properly.
This is a sample.
Yeah.
It's still a bit like you can look at this. This is a bit weird, but you can generate like cat pictures with different paw gesture. Even this. So it looks pretty fun. Like I would like to try my hand on the train model. It looks ridiculous because look at this. You have something like a album cover or advertisement. And you have something like a pseudo menu like kind of interface. So
yes. Also, I think this would be also interesting if they can cut off how a photo and try to generate something, but it will work a lot better for image enhancement. I wonder how well it works. Image enhancement, let's say something that have dead pixels and all that. So that is actually really interesting.
Yeah.
And that makes more sense.
Or to fix like certain like overexposed photos and all these things.
So I think that would be a more realistic use case, but I do not know whether it designed for that kind of use case. So yeah, it's very interesting.
Me, it's okay. Yeah. It's how we should use technology for.
Yeah, we won't know actually, believe it or not. We won't know for real, but that's what it is. And it remind myself that I need to finally finish my... Hi, Tristan. I need to finish my Kui project.
You can auto-complete your Kui.
I wonder.
Yeah.
So the next one on my list is actually the developer ecosystem. Last time we actually covered the Python ecosystem. from the JetBrains survey.
Yep.
So this one covers all language, actually more like all product that they cover.
You want to go through it?
So, let's summarize this.
Yeah.
So Java is the popular primary programming language.
I think since we have nothing going on, so might as well let me share the screen.
Yeah.
Because it's actually very interesting because we warn that this is a very small sample of people that are exposed or aware of JetBrains, or basically almost certainly they are the JetBrains user.
Yeah.
So this is a bit skewed, but it's also pretty surprisingly. It surprised me. So
yes.
Okay, So this is the results.
Yep.
So let's.
So I think the Java one I totally understand because one of the primary IDE, there's only few primary IDE for Java. You have Eclipse, and the next one is actually JetBrains. Of course, there's also NetBeans. I do not know what happened to them now.
I don't know.
But if you look at this is
JetBrains used to be a competitor to Eclipse.
Yes. So as a result, there is a skew to Java, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, in the enterprise world, there's that.
Almost everybody,
anything you want to add?
Almost everybody has to use JavaScript.
So yeah, that's a cheat, but yes, unfortunately. There's another news, but more of the
SQL. Okay. Do you want to announce that first? Let's do that before we go into this.
Yeah. Actually, let me.
What do you want to share?
CNET. No, it's ZDNet. ZDNet JavaScript. JavaScript. This actually, this is actually 3 days old article by ZDNet on let me share my screen. I lost my window. Here you are. Share screen, select window, JavaScript creator. So Brendan A is a creator of JavaScript. He actually started.
You pronounce it E or I? I don't know.
Probably I, right? So he actually one of the.
Can you zoom in
JavaScript? Oh, okay, so.
Yeah.
Better.
Oh yeah. Ignore the side panel then.
Yeah. So very interesting history here is that he actually wrote a paper on retrospective of JavaScript. So first thing you need to know that he's actually the CEO of Brave. Now I know, but I know him as the creator of JavaScript, and more importantly, he actually implemented it since Netscape days, 1995.
The ex-CEO of Mozilla, before he was exposed of about. Okay, I'll let you Google it.
Yeah. So turns out that there's a reason why. It's called Mocha, that which is precursor, yada. But there's a reason why JavaScript is called JavaScript. Because JavaScript are meant to be like a mini language to complement Java.
Yeah.
Java
and
ecosystem.
It's supposed to do it once and run everywhere. Basically, that runs truer than Java nowadays.
Correct. So let me find for it. So here you are.
Okay,
JavaScript is it's a side language to support Java. Right, but turns out that JavaScript can do everything alone, so they don't really need Java, which is why it sounds weird nowadays. So in the day of Netscape, do you remember Java applets?
Yeah.
So Java, some
Java applets, ActiveX.
Yes. So try to push Java as the language of the web, which is why they had a lot of network library and all that, which is why they have applets, which are, well, thank goodness it died, but I also miss them in a way.
So you know how scary applet is? Like, it can actually access your whole system. It escaped the sandbox of browser.
Yes.
So so it can do things on behalf of you while you can issue control from the website.
Yes. So either way, I will share this link later because he had a very, whatever your opinion you think on him on the scandal on Mozilla,
It's fine.
but
It's personal choices. I
as a
respect that.
creator of JavaScript, he had his opinion, and you can take a look at that as well. So yeah, share the link. Da-da-da. And I'm going to yeah,
Okay, let me add this
JavaScript.
back. So
Yes.
JavaScript, most
So
of the
JavaScript is everywhere. Yeah.
basically the top three are the stuff that we have to use.
Yes.
A lot of people are
And
using SQL,
this
but
part,
I'm not sure if they really do SQL or because of the sample size of this.
I
I know a
strongly
lot of people.
suspect it's a sample size.
Yeah, I think because from people that I am exposed to, most of them they don't use SQL directly.
Yeah. Nowadays, a lot of us have to use ORM, but I believe it's also the demography because people that uh, pay for an IDE tend to be very heavy on engineering side. As a result, also spend a lot of time automation
Mm.
about that initially.
Also, the gray bar also means that there are demands to adapt it in the future. So you can see like
Yes.
HTML, it's just because it's something we have to do. So Python is like really in demand.
Yes.
Shell scripting is something you
Uh,
have to do, so it's not something you can
yes.
just you have to do it. So
Yes.
TypeScript, I like it. Use it if you can. Yep. Compound time warning is really good. Like,
Yes.
it
Actually,
will
it is.
it will get rid of a lot of misery for you.
Yes.
So
Go is interesting. The demand is getting faster compared to the rest.
Kotlin is getting higher. Also because
Yeah.
JetBrains is a Java and Kotlin editor. It's all Kotlin also
Correct.
it's also a product coming out of JetBrains. So
Yes. They
that
need it. They need a dynamic feature and all that.
that
Sc- yeah.
usual from Flutter. But the funny thing
Yeah.
is I remember there's an article, let me Google it, Flutter date. I think it's only like 2 years ago that people would tell people that, oh,
Yes.
you shouldn't invest of it, like because it's a
Yes.
dead language. Because Google
Yeah.
totally
Flutter.
abandoned at that time, yeah, until Flutter came
Yeah.
in.
Correct.
And also
And
that
Flutter
actually
was.
changes. After
Uh huh.
Flutter, that actually changes a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
it's no longer the same Dart that we know. That I mean the JavaScript one, the B that we know.
Right.
So, and also
Okay.
just recently, Google releases uh, ability for you to compile a Dart into a standalone, not standalone, it's a binary.
Mm-hmm.
So that is interesting. I don't see
Yep.
much of a server-side application for it yet. I mean, at least from my bubble, I mean, my knowledge bubble. But I
Yep.
see that will actually encourage the usage more.
Yep.
So, see, man, like
Visual Basic is interesting actually, because it's not my circle. It must be my bubble, but it's not like the most hip language around. So Visual Basic.
I think this actually means Visual Basic .NET, not the old
No,
pre.NET
no,
era. You know.
no. I mean VB.NET. I
.NET
am
is
talking about.
.NET as this is since .NET Core is getting more interesting. Also because this is
Yeah.
mainly JetBrains user group, so
Yeah.
for stuff that
Yes.
there is all you definitely skew towards I mean that demography of
Yeah. Which is why I can also see that Julia is a bit low. I won't call Julia as a niche language. It's a niche language, but it's not that low. I believe the Julia have their own thing lah.
so this is the I mean, these are like the loyalty charts, like whether
Yeah.
people. These are the top one that whether people are wanting to move away from this platform. So apparently,
Yep.
Go is the most loyal one.
Yeah.
And you see,
Yes.
and you see also like the one that they if they're gonna move is gonna be Rust. So
Yes.
the rest are actually more diverse. You can see like it's
Yep.
actually more. More. I mean, evenly distributed. But
Yep.
Go is not so much others.
Yes.
But,
Yes. Go as a Go as a language actually fit a lot of the use case already.
mm,
So yeah, it's either Rust or Go, but everything
Kotlin.
because most other language just won't match the performance and all that.
Also, it's actually a pretty niche language. It's like
Yep.
if you're gonna need Go, the stuff is pretty easy. I mean, it's Go is might be not suited to do other things that the others as well.
Correct.
So
Correct.
it's smooth, primarily mostly JavaScript.
Okay, of course. And Python is
Because
interesting, but okay.
yeah, I'm surprised. We show this.
Uh,
See, this is skewed towards that demography. So
yes,
apparently, most
correct.
of them are Windows users.
Yes.
So
People that use people that can
I'm
pay
su-
for operating
I
system or that
suspect
tend
this
to
is
be
the
Windows
free.
user.
I mean, the free and OpenBSD folks. Yeah, at
Yeah,
least these are pretty still pretty much even.
correct. So the
So
Linux one I expect a bit lower, but yeah, I think that's interesting as well.
it's a developer group, so it must be a bit more. I mean, more even than the normal desktop user group. So
Yeah,
backend, web
yeah, standard.
types, dev sites, because they are the one that
Yeah,
pay. So
yes,
what do you develop? Web,
yeah,
PHP website, of course,
yes.
database storage, TypeScript website. See, Go is actually very weird. IT infrastructure.
I also find it weird that I know Go as an IT infrastructure makes sense,
I
right?
think this must be
Because
the
it's
Unity users
yeah,
games.
precisely
It's a very niche sector.
correct. But I find it interesting that Kotlin are used to powered website. I find it very interesting actually.
It's okay actually.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't mind
leverage the
choices.
power
I
of
don't mind
JVM.
choices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Python machine learning BI
yeah,
very skilled, but apparently
yes,
SQL of course you need that.
yes. You
Apparently
kind of
C++
want that.
is pretty high on that.
I think I know why. See, remember I say that the type of company that pay for IDE, they also tend to be the financial company, and turns out that Python and R are not fast enough. So usually
Yeah.
the trick is you re-implement in C++ because the trading
Not
platform,
not for trend.
yeah, trading platform tend to be C++ and all that.
Okay, let's move to
So yeah,
the next one. This is gonna be a long list. We're gonna skip some of them. I'm skewed
yeah,
towards whatever that interests me. So you
yeah.
target most of them target Windows.
Again,
Uh,
enterprise goes back to my opinion that a lot of them are targeting like the financial
but
industry and all
but
that.
JavaScript, but JavaScript means that it can run anywhere anyway.
Yeah, like
60%
Java,
Windows.
but they're
I
still
think these must be the backend folks.
yes, correct.
Not so much of a targeting networks because it's either Objective C or Swift. I think.
Swift,
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you contribute? No, but I like to.
Again, skewed toward the enterprise people and all
Yeah,
that.
right. At least it gives us another kind of view. It will be more interesting at the other tabs. Of course,
Yes,
most of most of the people develop for two platforms, mobile.
yep. But I
So
expect iOS to be higher.
React,
Yep,
React, and Flutter. So they
yep,
are actually on par. So the rest, these are the
yes,
cross-platform ones. So
yep.
I'm surprised that React Native is so high up here. But
Why?
I don't know because from the look of it, Flutter it seems to be the hype. But actually try it out. We use
Yep,
React Native for our cross-platform mobile support.
yep,
Because Flutter has to render everything on its own. So the problem is that it cannot leverage on some of the existing platform-specific functionalities like WebView. or maps. So this thing are actually not as stable as React Native, because React Native is just plugging into the ecosystem. But I can see some of the React Native is a bit rough because it's like React is just all around the place. So it relies on the development tools. I mean, open source development tools, but Flutter, it seems to be nicely packaged. The overall experience for Flutter seems to be smoother. But React Native is also seemingly going toward that way. They are gradually, smoothing the kind of a bump that you might have. But upgrading React Native, I haven't get to, because I just started Flutter recently. So I haven't get to experience the upgrade experience. Upgrading React Native is very painful. So that is something I can say. So I'm not going to run through others. So if you have something to say, just stop me. So data storage, aka data collection. So most people, most people develop mobile apps for data collection. So big data, let's go with it. Most people homebrew. They don't rely on the cloud services. I'm surprised, probably because I think it's skewed towards like enterprise, because for especially for enterprises, they are very specific about data ownership, especially.
Yes, correct.
So I guess this is because of that. Yeah, different demographic, but interesting. Yes. Some of the result actually busted my my comfort bubble. Of things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's I don't know about this. I don't use this.
Yeah. Spark. I expected that because the price of
internal users. I'm surprised, but it's actually pretty balanced with local.
Yeah.
Locally, I don't understand if internal server means on your development machine.
Internal services are very likely internal services, because again, people that pay IDE tend to build for their own.
This is the one that surprised me most. Tool that used to analyze
yes
spreadsheet. Yes,
it's
most of the data. I don't think people has enough data to call it big data.
Correct.
I'm very skilled.
Your spreadsheet is good.
Yeah, and it has the nicest user interface and experience, beside the kind of memory consumption while loading it up. So given you have an optimized environment, spreadsheet is actually the one with. But you can see all these others are pretty enterprisey solution. I hate SPSS. So,
correct.
Yep. Next one, lifestyle and fun. So this is actually very fun. So what time do you normally start? Pretty normal, very enterprisey.
Yes.
9.
Yes.
So do you snooze? Usually not. Also very weird.
Yeah, I think people are so old, so that's that.
How many hours you code? At least, yeah.
Yeah, standard. I think that's pretty standard for me.
Standard, very enterprisey. See, it's actually very 9 to 5 kind of crowd.
Correct.
So, digital life, I'm concerned with how my data is used.
Yeah, everybody's that.
Yeah, I think especially once you know more into things, like especially people in the big data sector, they should be more paranoid about how people, or about like ethics and data privacy, right? Because the kind of data that they are using every day. So if you use smartphone, why not?
I think that's pretty much the only thing most of it, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, again, typical.
I
think this is standard, nothing special.
Do you trust? If this is
interesting, me too.
Maybe. I'm towards the maybe, because why not?
Because
as long as there's no backdoor override. If there's a backdoor override, then definitely not. So the process, this is also like very interesting. No, and I don't want to.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. So, but
I tried, but it's a bust.
But there's quite a sizable one that they would like to try. But yeah, most of them, 44%, in fact. Yes. So do you prefer laptop?
Interesting, but
I don't understand why the others.
Tablet.
So some of the reason to attend gain knowledge, I don't. Uh, my my opinion is always network. So if you want to gain knowledge, I don't know. I a lot of people actually disagree with me, but I like to bring this up.
No, it's
I'd always go to events to network.
yes, same here.
Not so much
Unless you ask, unless you actually know what kind of question you ask, or you manage to ask all the question, you're very likely there to be networking.
So most of them are inactive, also very enterprisey.
Yes.
You don't see them out there a lot. So
correct.
Do you visit? Yes, 35. Surprisingly low number.
Yep.
But planning to, okay. Domestic life. Do you have a pet? So most of them, and it's balanced.
Yeah.
So stop fighting about it.
Yes.
So,
guinea pig. Interesting.
yeah, guinea pig is like probably Tristan is the 1%. So
yes.
Come on, get a life.
Get a life. Yes.
And the one that is raised is I find really weird is listening to music. I don't know. I listen to music when I'm coding. I don't actually listen to music like lying there to listen to music. So it's weird.
Interesting.
And spending time with family actually is very funny.
Well,
and sure, if sleeping is a kind of hobby.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
So there might be more actually, but no more normal one. I have no spare time. Oh, yeah, these are the 1%.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be the 99%.
Chaper giving, you contribute half. Don't care much about this.
Yes.
Done.
Yeah.
I don't have to say it out if I'm doing it. So it's a very personal.
As I say, yeah, it's a personal thing.
Fully employed.
Company. Yes.
Yeah, most of them are developers. Even though they are not.
I hope
they are still in the technical field.
Yeah, but I hope otherwise somebody is wasting money.
Of course, if you can afford JetBrains, you're probably the senior or middle.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. They're not exactly cheap.
They're not cheap actually.
They are okay, affordable, but still not cheap. I mean, especially if you don't earn US dollars.
Correct. I actually had their subscription, and it's not cheap. It's worth it for me, not for everyone, but it's. So I really hope they do coding, because otherwise it's a waste of money.
Yeah, oh, they're so young. I'm actually here.
Yes, same.
So,
and I feel
Tristan is already here.
Yes.
Tristan a bit young. So, this is new because remember the rest used to be around this for the past few.
Yeah, correct.
Okay? So it seems to be the population is catching up. So the young one. So I'm actually around here. Sorry. So,
yeah, same.
Most of them are China. So I'm surprised of this.
Yes. Why though?
There's so many of them answering the survey. So
I know. China. I used so there's this time we used to have this Chinese language focused open source group, and there's someone from China. I found the way they're thinking is very interesting. I actually guide the person in algorithm, interestingly, in Mandarin.
Okay.
Also,
let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
Pretty. That's why
proof our point.
Yeah. But you can see the closest one is around here. This is like the
typical SME.
I'm surprised of this. It's quite a sizable amount as well.
Yeah. No, actually, I would agree with that. Like bigger company like that.
But China,
makes sense.
China, most of them are both of this. I mean, most Chinese firms are in-house or product development. So, but a normal size team.
Yep.
I think once you get bigger, you get problem with scaling. I don't think it's actually manageable to have this. I think
No, not at all.
like your Roman legion, like this, like your centurion or something. So
Yes,
yeah,
you still split it. So yeah, everybody said they're using Scrum.
yeah, I know. For me, Kanpai is enough.
I think the only honest ones is done.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
the only.
I think eventually, most people are none actually. These are,
Yes,
but for but if you are under certain certification, probably you need to maintain that. I'm sure, like at
yes,
the
I know.
size like ISO or something. I don't know. I don't know about these things.
Correct.
So do you practice now? Yes.
Yes. Interesting. Okay.
Within one location.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
So next methodology.
Uh,
The
nothing here.
C99.
Yep.
Yes, code rocks.
Yeah, which is
I'm
funny
surprised
that
for
they're
a
willing to
JetBrains.
put that.
I'm surprised for a JetBrains survey.
Yep.
Yeah. But of course, Sea
Glad
Lion
they're
is.
honest about it. No, it's not. It's not the first choice.
So most of them rely on the system's CLIP. So I guess this is why it influenced the version as well.
Yeah.
Because they don't they use mainly via the system, whatever the system distributes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
CMake usual. What else do you have?
CMake. Yeah.
I'm surprised of this. I don't know. Should be. I mean, I thought C line should be higher. Utilities.
If they do embedded, probably. If they are a bit more traditional when it comes to
Yeah. C# users are pretty up at the
my
trend.
network just got. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. 7 and 8, pretty new.
I just lost the connection.
Oh, okay. But I can still see you.
My connection is down. Oh, okay. It's back up.
Okay. Can you hear me? And can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's proceed.
Yeah.
.NET.
Yeah. Like here.
.NET Core.
Yes.
Yeah, .NET Core is
Clear.
definitely catching up. So because of 7, a lot are still on 7.
I lost you.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay. I lost swimming. Should I wait for him?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I'm stopping the camera because the network problem now.
Okay. I'm gonna scale down my graphic and my webcam as well. So
Yep.
Visual Studio, usual for C#.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Of course, Windows. I don't use C#.
Yeah. Nothing special here. Yep.
C++.
Let's choose a language that most of us use.
Okay.
Run through it and choose a language that we all use.
Okay. Visual Studio. Apparently, C++ pays because they can afford C Lion.
Yeah. Let's choose. Wait. The embedded one is interesting for me. Can you go back up?
This one?
Yeah. 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 Right place. Visual Studio. How about the finance one?
Finance is C Lion because it pays.
Yeah. Game. Yeah. I think that makes sense. It's very traditional.
Yeah. I don't write unit tests, very honest.
Yeah.
I don't write unit tests. Let's see. Finance. Oh, they actually test more. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, this is the difference. Games.
Yes.
That's why your game breaks.
This is why, your game breaks every time. And this is why company do multi-year Steam, what's the name? Early access.
Yeah. And you can see they are There's like very seldom. Of course, it's the major, but most of them they don't use.
Yeah.
So they use a custom library probably.
Correct. Compile and static
So
and
let's
all
see the
that. No?
difference. Okay. NuGet.
Games, of course, usually you don't. If you're on
Also,
if you're targeting Windows, then
most likely Visual Studio as well, right?
yeah, correct.
Exception.
Yeah, of course you try exception.
CMake. What else? CMake. What else? Oh, okay. Of course, games.
Yeah, games is a bit different.
GCC.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
I actually agree on this assessment because you can't compile CLang into embedded, and finance you actually want it to be fast, so they go really bare metal.
Yeah. So effective C++, Scott Meyer's book are really good.
Okay, I should try that.
He actually retired.
If I do.
He actually retired from writing the C++ book.
Right.
So,
Okay.
But his resources, because it's hardly moving, so his resources are still okay. Go. Okay. So this is the stuff that I use.
Yep.
At work.
Yeah.
So Go people are very serious. Because we always upgrade our Go to the latest.
Yes. So, thank goodness.
So do you edit? Why not? Single Go file. Nowadays we have Go modules. You don't need Go path anymore.
Right.
Yeah. So Go module is a part of the standard offering.
Yep.
So I don't use framework, so you can see actually this is actually the standard library uses.
Yeah, and Go standard library is awesome actually.
Go router, Go Linux, not so much. Standard library, come on, look at this.
Yes.
Oh no, standard library is here, 30%.
Yes. Did they roll their own if they don't use static library, or they misunderstood?
Apparently, if you do a switch statement, it's faster than any. If your program is small enough, you actually don't need a router. You just need a switch statement.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually faster than anything. So So that kind of mentality is hard to change for some people. It might be hard to swallow. So setting prefer, of course, built in. Almost everything is built in. I don't use framework. Yes. Very honest. Okay. So size fewer than 50 files. Outside, most of the because of Go modules, most of them put outside of Go path. I also started to do it outside of Go path. So websites. I'm surprised. I don't know. Back server, API server probably. Okay. No more. Cool. Java.
Yeah.
Java is interesting because it basically is something that not everyone of us use, but it affects us. Basically affect everybody because at least something we use is written in Java and we have to maintain it.
Yes.
So apparently 8
is then run your finance.
Yeah, 8 is still not. I don't think it's beloved, but it's more like we are stuck with it.
Yeah.
The concern is the licensing and everything. So.
It's very real after Oracle bought it. They go very serious with the thing.
So
usual. Again, bias toward
Spring Boot. I don't know. I see a lot of people bitch about Spring Boot, but yes, I use an embedded server.
Yeah.
You use Spring Boot, Spring MVC. Not so much of an option nowadays. Plain framework sucks. I'm surprised that Maven is still so popular probably because of a different sample size. Because I do more mobile, and mobile is always great though.
Yeah, makes sense because again, Java had been, in my opinion, is a bit more traditional. The deployment
I don't do it. Of course.
That's what they use, right?
Yes. I think that's the best offering I can say.
Correct.
Right now. So website usual, JavaScript. Okay.
JavaScript something. Okay, fine.
I like TypeScript. Go for it. I'm surprised that this is
interesting.
I'm surprised the distribution is so different, but I cannot say I cannot put Express together because Express is back
server side.
It's a whole. It's a whole stack of framework. So.
Yeah, I think this one they do it a bit wrongly because JavaScript need to split to two sides.
And they do differently, like, but it also say like what do you use it for. So
Yes.
so it mean that, so it's not actually front end, it's just everything that you use as a
Yeah.
JavaScript programmer. So interesting fact, Angular is primary, of course. Come on, Angular, you are forced to use TypeScript.
Okay.
So Visual Studio Code, you sure?
Yeah. Which is
Webpack,
okay. Excellent.
not much of choices. Jest, CSS, GraphQL, no, yeah.
Not yet. It's
Yeah.
relatively new, understandable.
I'm not a
Definitely.
fan of GraphQL.
Yes.
As a front-end programmer, I would like GraphQL because it's made my job so easy.
Yes.
Because I only need to support one endpoint,
Yeah.
and I can whack my query. But as a backend, I still have to do all the translation and everything.
Correct. And
So
yeah.
and if I and the translation actually introduces a lot of overhead. I mean, I'm mainly a backend guy, so it's I don't really like GraphQL also. Very no. Of course, you're asking the JavaScript folks. They do mono repo. They do micro repo. Sorry.
Yes. Kotlin.
Kotlin, JVM, Android, usual.
Yeah.
But Kotlin seems to be a very popular server-side language as well, right?
Really, not in my circle, but interesting to know. Kotlin have some very interesting characteristic. They have some dynamic feature for a static language, with type safety and all that. So I can see why they would love it, but it's not something on my circle.
Yeah, I would love it because I had to maintain like one or two Java project
Yep.
that the server is always, because of it's actually not actually the language that is better, but the
Yep.
Kotlin actually, because the strict now checking
Yep.
prevents a lot of people. I mean, it actually prevents a foot gun for inexperienced
Yes.
programmer. So
Yes.
you are controlling the harm that they can do to the code base. So a
Correct.
lot of
So
projects that I take over, they often had this noun pointer exception. It's always noun pointer exceptions. Very annoying. So yeah, some hobbies. So new project. Of course, the new project is a new language. So Java mainly came from Java. Of course, it's actually interlope pretty easily with Java.
correct. That's actually one of the big selling point. Actually,
Yeah. So PHP, I'm surprised of
PHP
this.
is
Friends.
yeah. Why though?
But I know that Symfony actually came from there.
Yep.
So I'm surprised Japan actually is so huge, because I thought Ruby is a thing.
Uh-huh.
But it's because I think also like it's like PHP also pretty widely used with some of the enterprisey like to do web for enterprisey system.
It's an accepted language nowadays now.
It's pretty much established. I'm surprised
Yeah.
that most of them are pretty current.
Yep.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I don't envy the one that has to maintain this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially this 1%. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's most likely PHP 4 where they get all the bad reputation from. So local, debug, okay. You debug, yeah, you print debug. Very well.
Okay. Okay. Okay, makes sense.
PHP FVM,
Okay, I
usual.
don't. Yeah, it's typical.
PHP Storm, of course.
VS Code support not that good, or it's just something that just.
Not as good. Actually, I like my job involved writing a lot of different languages. So the
Yeah.
problem with that is if you try to write a simple PHP script, like if you're not doing Laravel is they are doing the MVC model, right, where you separate the logic,
Yeah.
everything, like you have the template. But if you are doing the traditional PHP within HTML,
Yeah.
somehow probably I didn't do configure it properly. If you know
Yeah.
I did something wrong, just tell me. But from my setup, it cannot format the HTML.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's the problem for me.
You should not do that. I should not. What do I know?
But sometimes we just want to write some simple one so that people can just have a reference.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
yeah. I'm surprised that there's a profiling. I don't use it much, so I don't care.
Okay.
Visual unit is pretty Blade. Blade is the one that used by Laravel, right?
I don't know.
So I'm surprised that Smarty is still in use.
Still exists. Yeah. I also when I see that when I do PHP as multi-day, it's like 2008.
Yeah. Because Smarty is also a C module, so you have to install the module. It's not like a pure PHP library.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to. Last time you need to edit in either the system has to support it, or you have to compile
Mhm.
that against Apache, which is like gonna take you forever. So
Yes.
yeah, figuring out asynchronous. I don't know how asynchronous works in PHP. So
Me
they don't
too. That
use.
is a weirdest thing.
There are these option, but very rare.
Yeah.
My tips is just use Go
Yeah.
or
Even
JavaScript.
JavaScript, if you
Yeah,
really have one
yeah,
tool, because those are very well supported.
yeah. You
Maybe
miss the
Python
boat.
also have that, but if you
Um,
know if you choose something,
Good and bad because the simplicity of PHP is that it works like a CGI. Based on the
yes,
CGI model, so it's based on like just like how we serve a normal file.
yes,
Python Whiskey actually has that limitation as well.
yeah,
So that is why
correct,
Whiskey server cannot do asynchronous as well. So they had to
yeah,
come up with another
exactly.
standard. So Whiskey is also a CGI like any CGI like system, they cannot do this
Cannot do
well
a
because
sync.
it's
Yes,
based on serving the file path.
yes,
So yeah, it's acceptable because it's the simplicity, but yeah, I prefer people to start programming by using Python than JavaScript or PHP.
yeah,
Just because just because you have to do the triple equal comparison.
yes,
Yeah. Well, more language cleanup. I don't know
yeah.
much.
I would agree, but it's a long time
Python.
since.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me.
Python 3.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
Should use.
Yes.
Yeah. Most of the web.
Other
Django.
than
I
building
think
your own,
Flask.
yeah.
I'm surprised that
Makes
Flask is so high up.
No, it makes sense because when you do machine learning model, you don't want to serve the whole Django application. I remember
Bottle.
that the user of this
Yeah.
also not bottle. You need something lower than Django but higher than bottle because
No, I mean, Bottle
the,
used to be on par with Flask, but Bottle stopped
yeah,
evolving.
yes, stop
It started,
evolving.
it started on par actually.
But bottle also the thing is bottle already stable in a way. They
Yeah.
do whatever they need to do. A
Yeah.
simple module to do things.
Yeah. They don't plan to expand it.
Yes.
So that's the
So
point of Bottle, I think. If you need something
mhm.
more, you need to go like something that offer more.
But
And
one
web,
thing, uh-huh.
I'll let you finish first.
One thing that's interesting here is there's fast API. That's a new one for they used by
Yeah.
Python. It's not used here.
It's it's very interesting because you rely on the static typing
Yeah.
so that it does all this static analysis while you're running also generate the open API documentation for you because it has type,
Okay.
right?
Because
It's
fast API is known. Uh, it's one of those library that's suggested to be API to
yeah.
serve um, uh, the machine learning models, right? So I find it interesting that it's not within this list.
So I think it's not still. I think it's under probably others still not
Yeah.
widely used because fast API actually relies on static typing. So
Yeah.
so it's not so common yet, I guess.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Web to Py is very weird.
Yeah.
Opinion type. Web to Py is like it's like PHP but with Python.
Yes. Yes.
Tornado, I can say it's pretty much close to bare metal. It doesn't offer much of a still high level, but it's actually
Yeah.
just like if you're like let's say I'm a Go programmer, I'm gonna use like Tornado or last time like Twisted
Right.
so I have more control over myself. Also, it's not risky. So last time, a lot of those like WebSocket or asynchronous thing are implemented. I mean, it's one of the offering of this pyramid. I'm a pyramid user. Coming from
I think
yes.
I think pyramid is underrated. They have some very good idea for modularization and all that. Yeah, it can be interesting. I never used it before, but some of the design is pretty interesting for me, lah. So that's that.
Request,
Below,
but
I think if you,
I think request is going down these days, going lower, right?
why?
I don't know, because of there's some controversy with it. I think.
Okay,
So
I doubt it because what other request library you want to use? Think about it, right? Because the people that use this tend to use it for scraping.
I actually tried out UI Leap recently. It's actually pretty usable.
Yeah. True. That too.
So
Pygame is interesting though.
Kiwi, I'm surprised. Kiwi is you write mobile in Python.
Yeah.
Pillow is because it's Pillow is the
Image library.
The image library from Peel last time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Scrapey is so high. Because most of the time, if you have requests, you don't need Scrapey.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So okay, let's go faster because I have
Yeah. Yes.
NumPy, usual, all
Okay,
these
machine learning guys.
Yeah.
It's all machine learning and stuff.
ORM.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So easy to use under Python. PyCharm, usual.
Yeah. Visual Studio Code is usable actually. It's very useful.
I'm on Visual Studio Code.
It's very usable. But
do you want to cover R?
Not an R. I mean this.
I don't use R, so I don't know.
R is relatively simple.
This is for Tristan.
R is, yep.
Japan, usual.
Expected.
Yeah. Oh, apparently a lot of new programmers coming in. I think probably Tristan is under this. But you can see it's still pretty healthy. I think the growth is still pretty healthy.
Correct.
Version still pretty new.
Yeah.
Group. I used to use RVM. Bundler, usual. What else do we have? Right. Rails. Ruby on Rails.
Yes.
Puma, RubyMine, Aspect. Yeah, these are the standard thing.
Correct.
You only use others to be special.
Like Tristan and like Vue.js.
Rust. Okay. This is funny. Most of them use Rust as hobby.
Yeah. And side project.
Of course, in working situation, it's not that Rust is bad, but in working situation, sometimes the problem is to scale the developer. So companies might be a bit more reluctant to put this in unless they are comfortable with scaling the team.
Correct.
Yeah. JavaScript.
Yeah.
Language interrupt.
Well, you only use this for hobby. You're not going to pay for IDE.
Yeah. Okay.
Linux.
This is cute.
Yeah.
Most of them are Linux folks.
Yeah.
Hey, and recent by 50%.
I think it's going to be raised more next year. Yeah. Mark my word. I'm betting 50 cents.
And most of them are Lone Rangers.
Yes, I know a guy.
Precisely this. Scala. I think Scala is used in big data as well, right?
Financial industry love it because interrupt and all that.
Java 8 because financial industry as well.
Yeah.
Scala test, Play, Akka, IntelliJ, of course.
Yeah, JVM very likely to be there.
SPT. What else do you use anyway?
Yeah, precisely.
Kind projector.
I'm not familiar with the ecosystem, so.
Scala format. I think nowadays the good thing is that most languages come with a formatter.
Yep.
So it saves you the argument of whether to come up with your internal coding style unless you really have nothing to do.
Yes, please
You
don't.
plan to use Scala 3, Dotty. Yeah. That is they're gonna do a lot of changes to improve Scala in 3.
Correct.
But 3 is like background storage 3 for me. 3 seems to be like a POSIX. Like it's close, but it's always not there.
Yes. How many languages we didn't cover yet? I think this last one.
Yeah, this is almost the last, and we can just finish all of it.
Yeah.
Of course, Swift, Apple.
Yeah.
Apple.
You just want to choose the latest one,
I'm surprised.
Expected. What is core data? Do you know what is core data?
What is? I don't know what's that.
Okay.
I'm normally SQLite, so.
Okay. Okay.
IDE. They're not
okay.
The
next one is interesting.
Which one?
Do you develop for Linux? No.
I don't plan to.
Because Linux already had a language that is comparable when it comes to features. So maybe that.
It's called Kotlin.
Yeah.
So their basis MySQL. Come on, give more love to Redis is love as well.
Yeah.
SQLite,
also support.
Yeah, these 3 are love. So
yes, I know. Not MongoDB. Please no MongoDB.
MongoDB is not SQL. Redis is not awesome, but Redis I give it exception because it's awesome.
Yes, Redis is awesome. Correct.
Which database you use? I'm not planning to migrate. Oh yeah, because it's pretty stable. These things are pretty stable. They don't change over the years.
And more like you don't want to change over the years.
How often are you? I mean, how often do you use the latest SQL syntax?
First you don't. And second, there's a second reason. It's usually very troublesome.
No, it's not troublesome.
For this.
No, it's not troublesome. It's actually very awesome. I've been using some of the newer queries. They are awesome. Like the materialized view, the with statement, all those are actually awesome.
But imagine that you have to change all the stored procedures and all that.
Oh, I don't use stored procedure. It's a
precisely. We don't use it, but when they use it, it's so much trouble.
It's so much trouble because to update it is also very trouble. It's like stored procedure for me. It's like basically coding on production.
Yes, precisely.
I don't know. Stored procedure for me is bad news. Right, MongoDB is a choice. Come on, just learn Postgres. You can put JSON in Postgres.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can do so much more.
Yes.
You have proper searches, indexing, and stuff. Yeah, I'm very skilled. Like, come on. Nowadays, I don't see like the point of using NoSQL. Redis is awesome because Redis there's so much more. Yeah. So Oracle. Oracle's users are the most active commenters. because the database administrator are now jobless. They are paid by lines of comments.
Yes.
So DevOps, to what degree? And they heard about it. Okay, this is weird. Different environment. Yeah, different demography. So Ansible. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It's an easiest transition lah.
Because Ansible is pretty much the enterprisey because after the Red Hat absorption, right? So
correct. And also you only need SSH, so you do not need a server and all that. Okay, makes sense.
Terraform.
Somehow again. Oh,
nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it means on the ops side they actually are more daring.
Mix. Yeah.
Because also most of the time is these things are not long running.
Yeah. Right? Yes.
I've had for this Kubernetes.
Okay.
Compose. Yeah. Compose is awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
I still use it for deployment for my own containers.
Really? Okay. Sorry.
Cloud service.
So as expected, as expected from the more traditional organization.
Yeah, more on AWS.
Yeah.
Microservices. Let's go through them. So REST, yay! Look at this.
Okay.
This big something.
Yes.
How do you consider this as? I don't know.
Message queue. The reason is the way you build message queue is you are building small services that listen to it and pass message back and forth.
I don't really understand the difference. Like, you can have SOA.
I hope SOA here doesn't mean soap.
Really? Okay.
I hope not.
I don't know. Like CQRS can be. They are not mutually exclusive. So
No, they're not. I don't think this is a very.
So it's funny. Oh, multiple. So they are not into monorepos.
Imagine multiple team.
Specifications.
Multiple team building multiple thing.
Nowadays, I write my specification first, so that the client can the people that develop a client can start developing without waiting, blocking on me.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
for traditional organization, that is the default. I'm just saying.
So VCS, Open API, of course. What else?
I'm learning that. I plan to learn that more.
Okay.
One more thing. Okay, whatever. Move on to general.
Jenkins. I'm surprised.
Okay,
like
makes sense.
When everybody frown when you mention Jenkins, but yeah, I'm Jenkins.
Yeah.
Jira, very enterprisey.
Yes.
GitHub.
They've been the enterprise. Yes.
From the terminal.
Thank goodness.
This is very surprised because I've seen a lot of organizations that they don't use the Git command from the terminal. They use something like I forgot what they call. Source something.
Okay, source safe. No, there's a different tool. I understand that.
Testing.
Then test it.
Unit testing.
Unit integration. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, none. Very honest.
Yes.
Do you include that in the design? TDD folks.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by this. How do you stop that?
Okay, what else will you use now? Think about it.
No, I mean except for the what call it, the end-to-end. I think this is more like end-to-end, right?
Think scenario and all that lah. So when you build scenario and all that, you want to cover that. You cover this scenario.
Yeah. I'm surprised, like this, but this is the majority.
Yeah, correct. Because often you can make do without it, but when you need to, you actually need to cover your backlog.
So most people, when they implement, they write their own tests.
Yeah. Which is why the code always breaks.
They are organization with dedicated people that write tests. Of course, this is easier because you actually know your own logic.
Yes.
Functional tests, regression tests very important.
Yeah.
That's the QA.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Very small Postman. I'm surprised. JUnit, come on.
Java guys, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So any conclusion?
I believe this is a lot of traditional organization folks inside. You can see obvious bias by the tools and all that. So, for example, very likely, very few people respond to Rust, and iOS people tend to not use their brains. As a result, the results are very weird, but very consistent. They're also limited by the type of demography. So that's why I think. But I believe they're also trying to approach from people that don't actually use their IDE. So I noticed that they cover different IDE as well. So,
but it's also very interesting. It's actually very interesting survey result for me because it's apparently very much different from those that we seen from others, like Stack Overflow
Correct.
one. They are basically pretty much aligned to what I'm familiar with, but this one is
Yes.
pretty like eye-opening for me. So
Yeah. So it's a different bubble that typical DevKami listener. I know who you are. Very likely it's very different from you guys actually. So yeah. But it's also interesting that some of the tools that I think that is not mainstream are now mainstream among us is also now mainstream across the enterprise. I find that very interesting.
yeah. And also like some of the stuff like you don't have to be really sexy to do things. Like
Yes.
just most of the times a spreadsheet software is enough.
Correct.
Yeah, like just document your scenarios in Word.
Yep.
Just use Jenkins to run.
Yes.
Whichever that works. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you don't have to chase the sexiness.
Yes, it works.
Yeah, it works.
That's
So
why it works,
anything you want to any more remarks before we close up?
I think that's about it. Oh yeah, actually the final one that's not related to this. We need guests. Recommend someone.
Yeah.
We have one from Jung. We need more.
Probably
So-
we'll ask Tristan as our guest.
Yes.
Sorry,
So with that
Saka.
said, that's all from me actually.
Yeah, that's it for me. It's a
So
it's
with
a
that
pretty
said-
easy one, like or anything, any idea of what sort of stuff we should go through, because
Yep.
at least I can share some of my skilled opinion on things.
Yes.
I pretty much enjoyed it.
Yeah. So at that said, I think that's about it then. So shall we say goodbye?
Goodbye, good night, take care, stay
Take
healthy,
care. Yes.
drink more water.
Just because the government say okay doesn't mean it's okay to go out.
Yeah.
So stay at home.
And also
all that.
apparently there's a dengue things going around, so take care.
Yes.
Have
Kill
bug
the
spray.
mosquitoes. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So okay. So goodbye then.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
Ta-da!